start straight. Hey, it's almost New Year. Whatever, 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 whatever. Hey, I really don't have much because I gotta record tomorrow. But I just wanted to say happy almost New Year. Happy New Year's Eve to everyone. I am right now. I'm bleaching the knots of my wig. First time bleaching the knots of my wig. So trying to get that done. And yeah, I'm excited about what the new year has to offer. You guys don't understand. So I just came across this random video. I can talk about that. Came across this random video. Lisa, I'll put her last name down. She was just talking about 4 things that you should do to close out the year and to help ramp yourself up for the new year. First thing was write down 10 things that you're proud of. And I thought that was going to be super hard. I was like, 10? Oh my God, that's super hard. But I came up with some pretty great things. Like, just to give you just a few. I mean, some of it's personal, but I'm proud that I lost 46.6 pounds this year. I'm proud that I pushed myself and went through the VSG surgery. I'm proud. I said I was proud that I found my confidence. I lost it. I know I lost it. Definitely lost it along the way. And this year I found it. Like over the summer, I kind of, just started pulling myself together, and I really refound the confidence that I used to have. I'm not back to 100, but I just kind of found that person again. I was proud that I reconnected with old friends, and not just reconnected with old friends and associates. I put myself back out there. Like, I stopped hiding. I am who I am. I'm the size that I am, but I'm still the same person. I'm still the same great person. I still have the same big personality. So, and I put myself back out there. Like, I went to events where college people who I hadn't seen in like 3 years since I had the baby, since before I had the baby, I was just seeing again. So I was just proud of that, like I put myself out there. I found my self-esteem again. I'm still working, but I found that. I was proud that, I started speaking positivity into my life, I think it's major. I'm a major advocate of speaking positivity into your life. And I do believe that it has value when you speak it out. Not just think it, but speak it. You really truly put things out, and a lot of the times it comes to fruition. Second thing she said was figure out what rejuvenates you and be active in it. Meaning, like for me, I'm an introvert, but I have extroverted ways. But I'm super introvert, and a lot of people think introverts have everything to do with being social or being loud or personable, but that's not. It's about how you energize. And for me, introverted means you energize alone. Like you really don't gain your energy from a group. What extroverts do, generally extroverts, they like to go out. Going out is relaxing to them, and just being out with groups of people is what helps them re-energize. But introverts is like, hey, reading a book, being alone, just taking a day to yourself. That's very introverted ways to re-energize. So I'm very introverted in that way, whereas I usually need a spa day is a really big deal for me. Just taking a day to myself to be with myself. Turn off my phone, disconnect from the world, no social media, don't want to talk to anybody. I just need to be by myself. That is really what rejuvenates me. So like people, I think a better example is a lot of people, when they have a stressful day at work, what they want to do, extroverts, what they want to do is go to the bar. They want to go to happy hour. Like that helps them release stress. Introverts generally want to go home, have a glass of wine, sit quietly. That's how they relieve the stress or re-energize. So, she said she talked about identifying what rejuvenates you and being active in it. Unfortunately, I found it tonight, so I wasn't actually able to be active in what rejuvenates me as far as the spa day, but that is something that I will take into next year and be more mindful of taking those days a lot more often, because this was a very stressful year for me. The third thing was, instead of setting, like, you know how we do resolutions and it's like a 365 day goal, you know, break that out into quarters, you know, set quarterly objectives, because it's more attainable when it's obtainable. Let's just say that, obtainable, when it's kind of a quarterly period, 90-day period. You know, you have something, a shorter distance to kind of sprint to versus the long run. So I wrote down I got to goal 3, which is the end of September, because we're doing quarterly. And then I just kind of left TBD for December, because, you know, if I'm thinking about it quarterly, who knows, you know? And I have maybe 1 or 2 things quarterly that I'm going to try and shoot towards achieving. And hopefully, you know, I'll get to achieve all of those by the end of the year. And then lastly, it was, reach out to 6 people that really contribute to your life, and let them know, and just tell them about how they contribute to your life. I made it through, I have 7 people, but I made it through, I'm just trying to write out really what I feel that person contributes mainly to my life. And I'm going to do that. She said, look them in the eye. Unfortunately, no one lives in South Carolina where I am. So I'll either give them a call, or I'm going to write a really, you know, a message to them. But I thought that was pretty cool. Just 4 things. And I can see how it closes out the year, but it also rejuvenates you for next year. So maybe you guys should try it. Another thing that I did, I had my friends do this. I asked my friends to do this. 2 of my closest friends. Well, 2 of my closer friends, I should say that. So I wrote this. I made this board, and it's 9 sections, and you probably can't really see it that well. Let's just look up close so you kind of can see. It's kind of like my words of affirmation. Remember how I talked about speaking things into existence? So, pretty much it's in 9 categories. The categories are health, love, success, self-esteem, mindfulness, happiness, confidence, peace, and inner calm. And those are 9 categories that I really want to focus on next year. But you know, realistically, every day you're not going to speak all of this into existence, right? But for me, it's finding things like as you wake up in the morning, as you go to bed at night, identifying how you feel and what you feel you want to or you need to work on for the day, or what you want to speak out into the world for the day. And I believe for me, that really falls into the 9 categories. And it's just, for me, a tool to just help me speak more positivity into my life. You know, some days I'm going to be stressed and I'm just going to want peace. Some days people are going to piss me off, and, you know, I just need to have something to talk about, my inner calm. Love, you know, I want to find true love, you know, not just someone else, about me loving myself more. Self-esteem, that's a really big one I want to focus on, because I mentally tear myself down a lot. I've done that in the past a lot. So that's a huge one that I want to work on. Happiness, confidence. You know, some days you're just not going to feel. We're going through a whole transformation. I'm going through a physical, a mental, and emotional transformation. So some days I'm not going to feel the most confident, or I'm not going to have the highest self-esteem. And sometimes you just got to speak that into existence until you believe it, you know? So I made this board, and I'm going to hang it in my bathroom. Actually in my toilet section, and I'll see it every morning, and I'll see it every night. I go to the bathroom every morning, and I go to the bathroom every night, you know, and you generally know how you feel. So I'm going to hang this up, and I'm going to use it. I started doing Post-its last year, so the Post-its thing isn't new to me, but just the organization of it all is. So at first I just kind of had them on my wall in the bathroom, Mary Jane style. If you watched Being Mary Jane, if you watched it, that's how I was doing it. And I also had posters at my job. But you know, and I just said them every day, especially at work, about success. I also have success on here. I had a lot of words of affirmation about success and new opportunities at work. But yeah, so I have this, and I'm gonna leverage this big time this year, next year. So I challenge you guys to do something like this. You don't have, it's not a New Year's thing. You don't have to start it off with the new year, but you know, maybe it's something that you can put together, because like I said, it's not just a physical change that we're going through, it's also a mental change. And a lot of times we get beat up on the mental more than the physical. And if you're also working out and working on your mental, you know, it can only benefit you in the long run. So happy New Year's to all of you. I'm gonna post this before 12, so happy New Year. May 2018 bring you as many blessings as it has brought me, and more, and so much more. And well, as I hope that it will bring me, let's just say that. May 2018 brings you as many blessings as you deserve, as you don't deserve, as you can count, as you can't count. Just love, peace, and happiness for 2018. Love you guys. Bye.